Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. I have a friend who asked me recently if I could help him with explaining how to create a setup where when players are in a certain area, okay, only in that area is a scoreboard active, and if it's possible to then show that scoreboard only to those people. Okay, so what I've basically done is I've created a very quick and simple little mechanic here that will show you that. So what it's going to do, let me just show you. If I am in the yellow block, you will see that I have a yellow timer that's running. Okay, if I am in the green block, you'll see I have a green timer that's running. If I am in the blue block, you'll see I have a blue timer running. And if I am in the purple block, I have a purple timer running. Now, you'll see that the timer is only running for me and is only displayed for me. If I were to jump into Stormosaurus's body, so I'm in Stormosaurus's body, you will see that he can't see that purple timer. Now, the reason I am the lady's skin is because I'm kind of cheating the system by running two versions of Minecraft on one PC. So that's why you can't see my skin. Anyway, so you can see I am purple, but it's actually just running the timer. If I were to Stormosaurus was to walk onto the purple, you'll see that it now displays the purple timer and displays both our scores. So if I just jump back into mine, you'll see exactly the same. Okay, exactly the same. However, if he were to leave, okay, you'll see that he now displays, he's now got the yellow timer displaying, and my timer has stopped. Now, the reason I still have a score here is because I do have a yellow score of 134, but because I'm not in this spot, it's not applying that scoreboard to me. Okay, so it's only applying it to Stormosaurus. If I were to now move over into the yellow, so you'll see Stormosaurus's score for yellow or for purple has now stopped, the purple timer, but when I move over, you'll see now both of ours is visible. Can you see that? Okay, so if I jump into his, all right, you'll see both of them is visible. If he now leaves, okay, and he goes into the green, you'll see it'll start the green timer. Because I already have a score of 105 for the green timer, that's why my score is on here. But you'll see mine is not running and is not being displayed. So here I've got green timer, and if I look at my scoreboard, you'll see I have yellow timer. Okay, so that is it. And when I move on to his, you'll see that I'll now be the same. Okay, and blue. And I've Stormosaurus goes on to the blue. There we go. It's the same. Okay, so it's really very actually easy to do. So let me quickly jump into my own skin and I'll show you how it works. Now, you've got these 4 rows of command blocks that is the setup phase of it. So first off, you need to create a unique team for each area you want to track. And just to show you that I can still hit him and he can still hit me. Even though we're on the same team, I can still hit him and he can still hit me. Now, right, so let me just go back. So you need to set up a team for each area that you want. Okay, so it's very straightforward. Scoreboard teams add purple. Then the other one is scoreboard's team add yellow. Scoreboard's team add green. Now this is the name you want to give the team. It doesn't have to be purple or it doesn't have to be the color. But I just found it very easy to rename everything the same color so that I can easily track and explain it. Okay, so that's the first thing we do. We create the team. Very important. We then create the team color. We have to set the team color. Scoreboards, teams, options, purple. Now this is the team name, which I happened to call purple. So this is the team name. It can be any team name you've created. Color, light purple. So this is the color for this will be light purple. So if I go and quickly join the purple team, you'll see that this is why my name is purple. Now it's very important that you set a color. I will explain in a moment, but it's very important. Then the next thing we want to do is we then want to create the objective per team. Now he wanted specifically only to be able to track an objective in a specific area for a specific the players in that area. So basically what I've done is I've created a scoreboard objective add. Now once again, I've called it blue, but it's just so that I can easily keep track of it. Blue, it's a dummy objective, and then this on the sidebar, I'm going to be displaying the blue timer. So it's going to say blue timer on the side. Okay, so if I go to blue, You'll see that scoreboard is the one that's being tracked, okay, because on our blue timer. Right, and then the last thing we set up, we actually set up the display, and this is where only the team players on a specific team will get a specific scoreboard display on the side. Okay, so this is scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar.team.light purple, and then the objective. Now remember, I created an objective called purple. That's a dummy objective that when displayed on the side says purple timer. Okay, now this is why you had to have the color for the team, because the set displays only works on team colors. So you have to set the team color for the display to work. I suspect it is because you can have multiple team names, but the colors can only be the same or something along that lines. I'm not exactly sure. Right, so I've done this 4 times, blue, purple, yellow, and green. Okay, so that's it. Once that is set up, the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that when somebody is in this area, now you'll see this is actually a square area. So if I walk in here, you'll see it's a square area. Okay, can you see on the sidebar there? It's a square area. All right, I think I've said, no, I haven't said that enough. Let me say it one more time. It's a square area. Okay, and this is how we do it. So I'm only going to explain to you one of them. All right, so we're going to go scoreboards, teams join green. Okay, so join the green team if or join all players that's at that coordinate 4955 minus 72 in now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the dimensions. So the x in 7 in the x direction, 1 in the y direction, and 7 in the z direction. So I'm going to be using a square bounding box. Okay, so it's only going to be that green square over there. Okay, it's only when you're in that green square, right? And very, very important, only join them if they are not in team equals not green. Okay, otherwise it's going to constantly add them to the team every single time they're there. In this case, it'll only add me once. It won't constantly add me. Okay, it'll only add once. And then all of the rest, these 4 work in exactly the same way that from this, it's actually from here, 7 in that direction, 7 in that direction, and 1 block high, add them to that team. So just to show you what the 1 block high does, I just added this just for the fun of it. I can make it higher, but if I jump, you'll see my score stops. Okay, that's because I made it 1 block high. I mean, it can be up to sky limit, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's exactly what all 4 of these do. They just test in that square area if you are not in that team, and if you're not in that team, it'll add you to that team. Right, then we have the actual scoreboard that is running. So what I'm saying is I'm doing exactly the same. I'm saying scoreboard players add at anybody that's at those coordinates, and then in this box from that coordinate. So x in the 7 in the x direction, 1 in the y direction, and 7 in the z direction. Okay, add. So we go add to the yellow scoreboard objective 1. So as long as I'm in this over here, it'll add 1 to my scoreboard with every tick. Okay, there we go. The moment I jump, you'll see it stops because I'm no longer in that one block box area. And yeah, oh yeah, one more thing. You'll see that when I move onto the red, so if I move onto the red, you'll see that I now move onto a different timer, and I'm being removed from a team. So if I just do that with Stormosaurus as well, the moment he walks onto the red, you'll see he's removed from whatever team he was and added to just a normal, well, he's in no team at all. And this is this command block over here. So now what I'm doing is I am running an execute at all players. I'm going to be detecting if the block underneath them is Minecraft wool 14, which is Red Bull. If it is, I'm then going to run a scoreboard teams leave at P. Okay, so that will actually force the player to leave the team, and that's why it will then go onto just the general timer. Cool, guys, that's a very, very cool concept and very easy to use. And yeah, feel free to ask questions and all that stuff. Once again, I'm going to beg you for likes, for subscribes, for comments, for happiness, for world peace, for whatever. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will check you all later.